Mr. Powers? Guten Tag. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Silver Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Sniff. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. I wonder if he's on to me. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order! Is it true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see! So he's not on to me after all. Very good. Very good, Mr. Wright. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. Whoo! That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Let's press further. The very same reasoning that makes Miss Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Well, wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. It mattered before, but now it doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright. That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to the kids and be mean to your elders, young whippersnapper? I have proof. Fuck me. Indeed. I mean, I did not fuck her during the intermission. Then let's just see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder? The card key, right? The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into the into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. And like that. Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Windbag, what is this all about? I have a date with my dear Kameda, and I don't want to be late. Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk what? By whom? Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I am told. Quite frankly, I'm shocked. I don't know what's going on anymore in my courtroom. My oh my. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. My lips were sealed. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head... The path where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... let's continue cross-examining. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio all day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting you get away scot-free. So they were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Ugh. I'll kill this woman. I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to keep accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. So they told me to just... They had nothing to do with it, see? There were some other people in the studio. Don't be quiet about stuff. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Alright, I don't think I want to ask you anything else. So let's just keep it moving. Seems to be a big thing. Well, I guess we can press her here just again. Them. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? He already did this. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. Oh yeah, we already went over this. These people were eating fucking... There's production studio B, and they were doing some things. Some things were getting done. Some other things were not getting done. Yes, you dumb fuck. Gumshoe told you about Studio 2. Or he told you what they told us about Studio 2. So anyways. I think I've already asked all my questions, but let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to clear a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. Deliberations. Careful deliberations. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Man, I am mad as a motherfucker right now. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court Defendant not number. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. I grinned. I'm so happy because I'm a big fan. You are like a hero to the Frog people. Or should I'm gonna cry. We'll be going... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. You have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Rindbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Rindbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks guys. I've never had real friends before. There was that one time I was the governor of California. I auditioned to be Wolverine, but they gave it to a man named Huge Jackman. He was Australian and very charming. Alright. October 18th, Bright & Co. Law Offices. Whew! What a day. Good golly gosh. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? If you stick your fucking frog tongue out at me one more time... The director and producer... Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Let's see. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We're gonna get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studio pronto. What the fuck did I say about that fucking tongue? God, that shit is fucking weird. Okay. October 18th. No one's here. Right, now they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Right. Sure you weren't. You know? Let's examine some stuff since she's not here at all. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. No clues here. That's not what I was looking for. Yeah, we already did that. This van. Did I check this out? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment and bodies. Move. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You are right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. It's not like Gumshoe told you fucking yesterday or anything. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Alrighty. Let's go outside Studio 2. October 18th. Studio 2 entrance. This is Studio 2? I thought so. It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No. That it does not. Hey! Oh! I heard my human voice for a second. Hey, there's a trailer over there! It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Let's take a look at some stuff. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Looks like it's time for some B&E. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty! They're taking good care of this. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Motherfucker. Why is this one bent? I do not know why. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? This is just as bad as when you whip your dick out when Never mind. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. You know, you're really fucking up my thing, you know? I'm trying to... Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. Yeah, you know what, Spirit Lady? I don't care. Anything else I can look at? Oh, there's a 2. There's a big 2 painted here. Probably because this is... Do you mind when I'm trying to monologue, you keep fucking it up? Anyways. I don't think there's anything else we can do here, right? I mean, like... So it's off. In the trial, they said Studio 2 is down this path. The monkey-headed is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. This monkey head is real heavy. Well, it did knock that tree over there when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Hold on, I feel like I must have missed something. Outside of Studio 2. Examination. Can I go in here yet? Nick, let's go inside. I really want to go inside, to be honest with you. But you know, it's not making that easy for me. Alright, so let's go to Studio 1. See if anything has appeared here. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene, so if you did want to be in here, I would have to question. Well, never mind. I want to go someplace else, Nick. I'm still gonna look around. Outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with a tape. His body was found. I expected a spirit. Yeah, this already happened. No clues here. Huh. What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. Yeah. Anyways, let's just move on out of here. And then let's just move on out of here. And then I guess let's just move on over here. Jesus, there's a lot of moving on, huh? Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey!
WP's lawyer's right. Hello. Heard about the trial I did. Good job you guys did.
Oh? Oh, don't mention it.
True is it they caught the security camera lady?
Oh, ho, ho!
She just called me, she did actually. Cover up the drain she told me to do.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
No, I know. Not so good with handiwork I am. Some assistant I am.
Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right?
Right you are. End up looking worse than they did before I fixed them, they do.
Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Right you are. Won't I will?
Personally, I think she should worry about at least a little bit more.
Excuse me if you will. Car station I must go. Fill in for Mr. Oldbag I will.
Right, see you later then.
Investigation with your I wish good luck. Look, trying am I.
Let's see this. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain. So it seems, I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kinda sorry for him though, darn you. What do you want, rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious. Uh-oh. You know what? Let's rip it open. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes I'm fucking awesome. Hey-ya! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Okay. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. Probably. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Yeah, still boring. Yeah, no, we're not gonna try samurai soda. We already did that. That must be the storage room. Yeah, film equipment. You know a lot about the industry. Yes, I do. I'm awesome. Can I go in there yet? I guess we'll just go into the dressing room again. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. It's probably the most intelligent thing she's said this entire game. Well then. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Right, Nick? What now? These snacks. They've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. This is an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick! Get with the picture! Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I am kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. And we've gone over this before. There's some regular suits among these costumes here. Those must be Mr. Power's personal clothes. He wears personally. He's a person. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Baby Powers did take a nap. Here, like he said. Well, I guess that's all, folks. So we're gonna move to the left. Move to the right. Hello. But, oh, you look a little out of place.
The clothes it is, isn't it? My camo vest might do the trick, I thought. Alternative fashion guard thing, I thought.
So, how are the studios doing?
Wandering everywhere the police are. It's terrible. Clean up they won't let me. Disturb evidence, they say. Cleaned up our lunch plates, I have not.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Can you believe it? Yes.
Do kids sneak in here a lot?
Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in a particular a bunch. Gawking at the sets he is, or snapping pictures. Oh, the windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. See that you should. A bit of trouble catching him, she has.
I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry I am. In the prop storage room I was. Did not see them, I did. I guess they were here though. Pretty eager to keep us quiet, the studio was.
So they were trying to protect the director.
Producer more, really, they were. Our real star here is the producer. The brink of disaster she saved us from. If not for the producer, I don't think we'd be in business still.
The producer, huh? Can you look at this thing for a second? Say, you work with props, right? What about the murder weapon?
Samurai spear, you mean? It's a prop. Still pretty heavy it is, yeah. Carrying that thing around, I hate.
So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Could you take a look at this?
Mr. Powers, that is. Dragging his leg like that, why is he? Anyway, what is this?
Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. I think we're gonna... Shit! Where do we go now? Should we go back over here? This place is deserted. Crash! Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from the inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one at the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Yeah, a lot of back and forth here right now. You know, saying, I'm gonna put me back in a BBD. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Don't touch anything in there, please. Security lady. Knock the stuffing out of me, she will.
I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Huh. Alright. So, I'ma just, move on over to this place because I want to check something. That must be the storage room. Yeah, I know, but I just want to go in there. Like, it seems ridiculous that they will not let me go into there. Why will you not let me go into there? The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Like, what else could I be able to do, though? I need to get that key. Let's just go way back then. Let's go to the detention center. October 18th. Visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. No, not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. Okay. How about we just don't say that again? How about you just stop coming to these fucking... You're not even a lawyer. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Yes.
Do fanboys sneak into the studios often?
No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess.
What was the director present at the morning run-through?
Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Sniff.
Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
Let me ask you about a couple of things. Regarding this photograph.
Yes.
This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right?
Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest.
But who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room.
Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep.
But who? Okay, well, what about this? Did you really break this? Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes.
Is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through.
Oh yes, I goofed on the round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard. Huh. Pretty interesting.
Excuse me, thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry, Sniff.
Alright, guess we're moving on again. I don't know why we're here.
I might be in a bit of a pickle. I just don't know where to go or what to do now.
The trailer door, it's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'd let us borrow it. So that means we have to steal it. So why are we not stealing? Why can't I just, like, ask? Let's talk. Studios, no. Can I show you anything else? What's this? Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys? Oops. Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. See, I do.
Careful, you better be not to lose that. Very strict they are about card keys.
I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful.
Not really sure what that is. Sorry, I am.
Yeah, I know. For some odd reason, none of you people seem to be able to identify the fucking map of the place that you work at. Alright, let me check one more time. It's a window. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone. The plates minus the steak. Yeah, that wasn't really that important before, and it's still not that. Anyways. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people get... Yeah, we already did this. You know, I guess we gotta go back to where the body is, even though, like, for some reason it seems like that Mia Faye is trying to keep me out of there. Check this place again. Where did I take that card key? We borrowed that, there's a difference. You do have a good point, though. I mean, why not? WTF? Who were you dudes, LMAO? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, Emirs. How can you not know the great Salmonella? I make the Soul Samurai, the Steel Samurai mine. Read the film credits. Really? You're Salmonella? You're the Salmonella. I'm so sorry. You looked so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Ruffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection, yeah, hot. Ugh. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume's drool. Rockstars, what? Hey, you're drooling. A little buffer over on the pond. You've triggered my creative power, my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me, Pink Princess. The sequel to Silver Samurai, Pink Princess, Warriors of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle 'em all. Pink Princess. Why is it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? So I know who two dudes are. The security lady told Drew about Lachey. That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had run through for an action scene in the morning, then a meeting from lunchtime in the studio 2 trailer. Yeah, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sure. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does of course mean? No idea. Anyways, I was in a meeting room from noon to the after floor with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. He's telling the truth. That meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez. She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these screws back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we worked together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Just WP, right? How do you know? Well look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh right, the director would know about the injury. He was there. I try not to pay too much attention to things that don't interest me. LOL. Why are you staring at me like that? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. The employees must give these up. Hey, Nick! What now? The snacks. There was twice this much here before. I ate them. They were past your expiration date anyways. Grafu. She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes. Is that really all I gotta do here? Man, I guess to see. I try not to pay too much attention to things that don't interest me. Yeah, I know. Poor girl. I try not to pay. Okay, let's get going. He was fun to talk to. Let's go to the studio main gate. Aha! You again! Look! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost! You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled me out of spare steel samurai costume. Told me put it on. Can you imagine? How could I? A sweet little old lady like me wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. Move. This lady is too much. About the kid you said you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. It's just show her something. I have a feeling she's not going to respond well to anything I show her right now. Could this be my chance to grab that thing? Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching! Guess I'd better investigate there later. Okay, so for the time being, I don't know where to move again. This lady's just like black-cocking me. Ah, I knew the kid would come back through the thing. Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, kiddo, what's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult.
I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You get to hand it to Maya. Mia. She's pretty sharp, and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Atkins. Call me Kiddo again, and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
Right. So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side.
Ha ha ha! You can't fool me!
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that?
Not bad, kiddo.
Watch it.
What is he doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything?
He always, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
Wait.
Let me go.
He's gone? Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? A bottle? Why was this sitting there? I wonder. Sleeping pills? Audible gasp. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. The drain where the fanboy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. Yeah, right. Good thing we did that because we knew he was going to do that, right? Yeah. Okay, now let's move back to the studio gate. Huh. Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey! Look, that was her. Stop, whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Ha ha ha. Now the key is mine. Hey, Nick, now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key slipped into pocket. Yeah, that old windbag, she be eating a lot. Oops, no, I gotta slide to the right. Examine the door. Open up that bitch. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager.